So this is the A to the R, and this video is to let people know why they should read the Bible. They should just start reading the Bible. Stop playing. It's really important that you read this book because this book contains your future, your destiny, what you're supposed to do, who you're supposed to be, and by the way, what you're supposed to have as well. You know, a lot of people say, oh, you cannot read the Bible because it's a long book. It has a lot of things in it. No, that's not the case. You can read page by page. I don't know how many page there is, but there's less page that there could be days of your life on earth. So you can read a page a day. Try maybe a verse, no, a chapter a day. You will get to the Bible in less than like 5 years. You know, really, because I know that the more you read something, not the faster, but the easier it is after a while to just go through the book. You know, and the book of the Bible is not about how easy it is or how hard. It's just about you getting to know what he says, understand what he says, and apply what he says. Because this book literally contains promises, right? When we say, I promise you, you know that what I'm going to promise you is usually something good. A lot of people think of God, judgment, you going to hell. No, 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 no. This is a small part of the population, actually. The one that don't want to start reading and understanding. That's the one who have to, because you understand that, you know, God created you to enjoy life in his immeasurable uh, grace, and he created creation to be something good, because every time he created something, he will always say that is good, that is good, that is good. He created stuff to be good. So if you don't have good in your life, it means you don't know what God uh, uh, meant when he created that thing that we call life. To know what's good, you need to understand what God means by good. And that is only but in the Bible. It's no joke. It's no joke. You know, read the Bible. Don't wait. Start right now. Open your phone and download the Bible app, or download the Bible in your book app, and start with the beginning, Genesis. Because in Genesis, he literally tell you the beginning from the end, or the end from the beginning. He tells you exactly what's about to go down. Oh, he's telling you what's about to go down. He just tell you watch. It's like George Lucas, who made Star Warses, tell me to come and ask me if I want to be part of the movie, if I want to be a star, because you understand that movies are a representation of a fiction that we have. It's a creation based on our imagination. But our imagination itself comes from who? Because between the movie and the imagination, when it comes to anything, it's the imagination that creates the movie. Now, where's that imagination come from? And guess what? When you read the Bible, you understand that you cannot even really imagine how big, how beautiful, how good what God has for you in the back. You cannot dream big enough to understand really what God wants to give you. You cannot dream big enough. Bruh, what are you? And I'm gonna give you an example. Jesus come back from the dead. By the way, his his resuscitated body doesn't have blood. How we know that? He showed his his body um, to his disciples, and there's no blood gushing out, but they still like holes, and there's no blood. That is why Luke says his body was only flesh and bones. Usually it's flesh, blood, and bones, but there was only flesh and bones. Now you understand that without blood, first of all, there's no life. But God is like Jesus telling you, hey, the new life you're gonna live, you won't need blood. That's number one. Now, number two, you have to understand what blood does for the body. What blood does for the body, it carries diseases. Most diseases, or every diseases, is carried in the blood. It's the blood who's sick. Sick. Now, God is telling you basically that in this new life, you're still gonna have a body, but you won't be sick. They didn't hear me. You won't be sick. That's number one. Now, God is telling them, give me a fish and give me bread. I'm about to eat some. So, God is telling you that this new life, where there's no blood but still a body, you will still be able to eat and enjoy food, because we know people enjoy food. But He's telling you, you will eat food, but you won't feel sick. You will just enjoy food. No, I mean, bro, what are we doing? So that's one. That's two. We will eat and not be sick. Right? Now, I don't know for you, but I think that we won't be hungry to eat food. Neither. Because our body won't need really food to become. It will be regardless. The blood needs food, because the blood carry the nutrients, digest the nutrient, bring it to the brain, da, 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 da. But the life that we will have, it's a life we won't need. We won't feel hungry or thirsty, but we will still enjoy the food without the hunger. Bruh. And how I know that? The Bible. It says it in the Bible. The way they describe Jesus when he comes back and what he does. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, what? So, read the Bible, bro. Read the Bible right now. Start reading page by page. And then don't just read it, you know, take notes. Talk about it with people who also interested in knowing the Bible, because this is how you elevate. Because, you know, it says that a person who learns from his mistake is a wise person. The person who learns from other people's mistake is happy. And there's some people that neither do learn from their mistake or learn from other people's mistake, and we call them fool. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Be either wise and happy. Be both wise and happy. Learn from your mistake and learn from other people's mistake. Share with people the gospel because you will elevate. I was watching Dr. Miles Monroe video today, and he was saying, "Do you know that God created us to show off to somebody?" And you know who that somebody is, my dude? The angels. Oh my God. He wanted to show us off to the angel. Be like, look, human being. Look, he's about to walk on water like I do. Oh, that is why if God does something, you can do it too. Image. So, so basically, was like, Dr. Miles was like, he created a human being for the human being to represent him in his multitude, right? Meaning that that when so the angels are waiting for us to manifest the godlikeness in us. Oh, I was like, say what? It's not like we above the angels. We are the only out of all the creation, including the angels, humans are the only we are the only creature have God spirit. Oh my God. I know that because I was watching Dr. Miles Monroe. And he's dead for like I don't know when he died, but his video and his sermons are still there for you to watch and listen. So you don't even need to really be face to face with Dr. Miles Monroe for Dr. Miles Monroe to tell you exactly what the Bible is saying, because there's a lot of people who knows what the Bible say but they don't understand what the Bible is saying. And if you don't have other people who made like Dr. Miles Monroe has 35, I mean at the time of the video he had 35 years. He had 35 years of studying the Bible. I mean, in a 1 hour and 30 minutes, let me pick the brain of somebody of 35 years of study. Why don't you do that? You can do that every day. You have a phone. You have YouTube. It's on YouTube. Dr. Miles Monroe. I'm going to put the link in the video. Go click that video that I just watched. I'm going to put it there. It's up to you to go watch because that's the thing. With God, you know what is faith? Faith is believing without seeing. Faith is actually a movement. God wants you just to seek Him. Start looking for Him, and He's gonna show up. He's gonna show up. He's gonna show up. He just needs you to start looking for Him, and He's gonna do the rest. That is what faith is. It's like you seek Him, and He's gonna because you don't know where God is. God knows where you at, but for Him to come to you, He just needs you to call Him. Basically, that's why faith. Like God, if you, I'm not saying go tempt God, right? This is not what we're saying. We're saying faith. Move by faith. Before you see, you have first to believe. To seek God, you first have to believe there is a God. But how will you know if there is a God if you don't read, start looking for if there is a God? And you will only answer that question when you yourself take a book we call the Bible and you start opening the first page and start reading. And then second page, read the whole book and be like, okay, I'm pretty sure that a few chapter down, you're gonna be like, hold on. I don't know if even if you need a whole like just chapter one, verse one. When he tells you that he created you in his likeness, in his image, you the image of the whole creator. You human beings that's watching me right now, you are the image of the one who created everything. The cat, not the angels, not the stuff. Humans, image of God, likeness of God. Oh, and you have dominion. But you will not know that if you don't go read in. You're gonna go spend your time instead of scrolling down on social media, try to know what other people do. Why don't you focus on your own life? Because let me tell you something. The book, the other social media, they ain't talking about you. They ain't care about you. In the book, you can see that God is caring a lot about you. Let me tell you something. He ain't playing. It's serious. So I would be you. I would go in the book and just start looking at what God is talking about because it's talking about something that concerns you, that concerns your mama, your dada, your sister, your brother, your friend, your wife, your kids, your grandkids, your coworker, your neighbor, bro. But you are important to him. Really important. And then when you think about how God powerful he is, you will say, well, why would I be so important? You are really important because God is a perfectionist. Okay. He does things in like detail that you will not you won't be able to see for years until you read the same phrase that you've been reading for years and be like, oh, that's what he meant. Yeah, it happens so many times. Like what? Like that flesh and blood. Like what? But you need to go read the book. So that's why I'm making this video. I want to make this video because it's important for you to understand that you read everything but the one book that really actually talk about your future, where you from and where you going. That's what this book is talking about, you know. And then, you know, when you look at your life, you know there's a lot of time you saying this. I don't know how I did what I had, but it's there. Like if you knew my own personal story, you know that there is a God, bro. There is no way I can pull this off by myself. There is no way. There is no way. You are in a movie and you are the main, I mean, the main character is God, really. But God is the main character who makes you a main character. Did you hear what I just said? He's a main character that makes you a main character. Say what? Ah, yeah. You know, God will judge everybody and everything. Everything. He will judge everything. He has everything. recorded. He knows exactly. You want to befriend, you want to be respecting a guy that's so perfect in details, that do everything so well. You want to listen. You want to read from a guy like that. So yeah, man, this book is. I mean, this video is just for you to tell, let you know that you should start read the Bible, okay, and don't wait. Gotta go. Jale, jale. God bless you. Seek the kingdom first and His righteousness. You heard? We out.